Hello there, thank you very much for clicking on the very first video of a brand new channel called the Tactical Systems Football Manager. My name is Daryl and I've been playing the game since the days of Championship Manager 2. I'm currently serving in the Royal Navy as a Tactical Systems Submariner, hence the name of the channel, Tactical Systems Football Manager. So at the end of the day, tactics is always the game. And this is my first channel, so please leave plenty of comments, likes, dislikes, feedback, criticism, and I'll try to address it. I'm just doing this for myself. I'm not looking for a little bit of fame or a little bit of money. I've been inspired by RDF Tactics on YouTube and also by Dr. Benji, so I thought I might as well give it a go and see if I can get a channel up and running, doing some Football Manager stuff that I like to do. So the first challenge I'm going to be doing on the new channel is Steve Bruce's Newcastle United. Now, Newcastle United are my team. I bleed black and white. Absolutely love them. First game I went to was in 1994 against Royal Antwerp in the UEFA Cup. Andy Cole got a hat-trick. Oof, happy days. And what I want to do is try and recreate the tactics or lack of tactics and preparation that Steve Bruce has been using for my club. Now, he's come under a lot of fire recently, well, for the past few years, about the way that he sets up the team. And we're all mystified and baffled because he plays players out of position and he tries to stick to a formation that he said didn't work because it was with the previous manager, and then he's reverted back, and then he wants to use three at the back and he wants to use wing backs, but he doesn't use wing backs, he uses wingers. And let's be honest with you, they're not the greatest wingers to start with. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to try and recreate Steve Bruce's tactics that he's using currently within the team, and I'm going to be also using the same players that he is kind of picking more than others. For instance, he hardly picks Ryan Fraser, who we all know is a winger, but for some reason, even though when he has been available from injury, he's been on the bench. But when he brings him onto a game, he tries to bring him in a number 8 position. Mystifying, yes it is. However, this is what I want to try and work out. I want to try and do this on Football Manager. And then once I've done this full season, I'm going to replay the season again, but I'm going to do it the way that I would do it. Now, I understand I am not a football manager and it's a simulation. It's just something different, something new. And I just think that if I try and do the game the way that Steve Bruce does, I would like to see where I could possibly end up at the end of the season. I'm only going to be doing one season. I'm not going to be making any transfers in the first transfer window. I am also probably looking at loan deals in the summer. Sorry, not in the summer. In the winter transfer. Trying to be as realistic as possible. I understand I'm not going to be getting any money. I'm going to be utilising my staff as well, because Steve Bruce heavily relies on his staff. We hear that there's a lot of animosity within the training ground because Steve Bruce doesn't do as much training. He's always just standing back, which might be his man management. He wants his coaches to do everything else and not have his input. But I'm going to use the staff I'm going to rely on the staff heavily to redo all the training. I'm going to be doing the tactics. Also, when it comes to the match day itself, I won't be using touchline shouts, because one thing that we do notice as Newcastle United fans, Steve Bruce just stands there. He hardly barks out orders. You always see the likes of Graham Jones and maybe Steve Agnew shouting orders to the players, and it kind of rubs Newcastle fans up the wrong way. However, that's just the way he is. It's a very passive way of management. He's a fantastic man manager, apparently. Everybody talks well about him. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and replicate that the way that he manages Newcastle United in this series. And like I said previously, once I've done this series, I'm going to look through it, look at all the different stats and everything like that, see the final league position, and I'm going to replay that season again, but using my own tactics. And I'm not just going to go with the 4-2-3-1 gegenpress. I'm going to try something completely different to see if I can improve on the same season. So, wish me luck. Here we go. So here he is, Mr. Steve Roger Bruce on Football Manager. How's the baiting, did you say? So this is the profile I've made for Steve Bruce in the game. I've basically copied his attributes from the staff profile within the game. They're more or less bang on, but I couldn't get all of them exactly the same. So Newcastle hire Steve Bruce about as welcome as fart in an astronaut suit. Almost ruined my holiday to Cancun with War Lass when it was announced. However, here's Charlie. Probably just the most we're going to hear from him all season. So, welcome to day one of Steve Bruce's Newcastle United. What I'm going to do is go through the staff and the responsibilities, the players, the tactics, and each one's of the styles and the roles. So, as you can see here, is the staff don't really have the greatest backroom team. As you can see, they're highlighted. The staff compiles of Steve, and Graham Jones, probably is our greatest asset in the backroom staff. However, I will be utilising him and the rest of the backroom staff in team responsibilities. Media, Steve Bruce always does the media, even though he's pretty bad at it, he always gives it a go. We've got the tactics provided by Graham Jones. And then the match, Graham Jones is always doing the touchline shouts, so I've got him doing them automatically for us, and I'll be doing the team talks as Steve Bruce. So as we already know, that he's not the greatest at giving half-time team talks, but we'll try and do the best that we possibly can with that. This is the squad. As you can see, the squad is quite depleted because, as always, Newcastle have got a lot of injuries. I've just made them unavailable. As you can see there, we've got quite a few of our players out injured. That's 6. Dubravka's out the longest for about 5 months. I'll probably be starting Woodman in goal for a little bit of realism purpose. We've got Dummett there who'll be coming back. I'll probably put him into the centre-back position on the left-hand side. So I'll just get shot of the unavailable players. So that is the bare bones of the team. Just like Steve Bruce has done in real life, I will be putting 4 goalkeepers into the 25-man team for the Premier League. I will be utilising Woodman first probably, and then probably go through with Darlow, and then finally Dubravka when he's fully back. To fitness. So on to tactics, I've already made 2 tactics of Steve Bruce. I've got the 5-3-2 formation and the 4-4-1-1 formation that he uses. So going back to the original, the 5-3-2, I've already got his first 11 in there that I believe I'll be using. So we've got Darlow in the net at this moment in time because Woodman is out injured. So my 3 centre-backs, as you can see, is Lascelles, Fernandez and Clark. Fernandez being the one in the middle. We've got Ritchie as a left wing-back in the support role, and we've got Murphy as the attacking right wing-back. Shelvey's there in the middle as a regista, which is a more aggressive version of a deep-lying playmaker. It's quite hard to get Shelvey's tactics into the game the way that I wanted to play, so that's the role that I've put him down for. As you can see there, it's an aggressive version, so we'll get him in there trying to spray the ball about, getting the ball from deep from the defenders, passing it, spraying it around the park. We've got Willock in the advanced playmaker role. We've got Almiron, who doesn't play in the central of midfield, but he's there. We've also got Maxi in that free role behind the striker in front of the midfielders, the trequartista. And spearheading the attack is Callum Wilson as the advanced forward. So the instructions I've got for Callum Wilson is to dribble more often and to shoot more often, because we're not going to get that many chances because they are set up with a cautious mentality. With the presets, get further forward and then moving the channels. So Maxi, as we all know what Maxi is like, he likes getting the ball to dribble. So I've also got him moving the channels, run from the position, and get him to shoot more often. Willock is the advanced playmaker. I've got him to take a little bit more risks because he is a decent player and he's quite intelligent. He's very good at dribbling with the ball, and I've also got him down there to shoot less often. Now, he might have finished quite a lot in the last 7 games of the league, but I don't think he will be replicating that in this game. So I've got him to shoot less often, but he can also bring in the other players. So next we've got Almiron. Right, so we all know Almiron isn't a central midfielder. I know it, you know it. Unfortunately, Steve Bruce doesn't know it. So put him in the central midfield position. As you can see, all the red around him. The central midfield position, I've had to put extra instructions in. As you can see there, his roll ability for that spot isn't very good at all. So to customise it for him, I've got him to close down because he's always closing down. He's always running from his position. He likes to get a little bit further forward with the ball. When he does get the ball, he kind of runs a bit wide. So I've whacked that up on there as well. He's a decent dribbler with the ball, and he's also very, very direct. So with the way that we're set up, we'll be playing with a cautious mentality. So when we're in possession from the back, we'll be getting that ball out to John Joe Shelby so he can kind of break up the play and ping balls in left, right and centre. We're very, very disciplined. In the transition, we always regroup when the possession has been lost, slow it may be. We always into the counter attack, and also got to distribute the ball quickly, and I've got it to distribute to a position of John Joe Shelby there in the midfield via long throws. When we're out of position, Newcastle always play very, very defensive, and I honestly believe that is because the midfield too don't believe in the defensive quality of Jamal Lascelles. So he might be a leader of the team, but he's definitely not a leader on the pitch. So we play very, very defensive, very, very deep. We get caught out quite a lot because the other teams know that how compact we are. We do not have the quality to play our way out of danger. Now time for the second formation I've got, so I'll just bring in the lineup for that, the 4-4-2 or the 4-4-1-1. That doesn't look correct. There he is, there's his man. Hendricks is on the right hand side there, so we've got Richie at full back on support. We've got Murphy as the right wing back on attack, so he can overlap from Hendricks, who's playing at the right midfield. We've got Hayden playing there as the deep line playmaker. Actually, that's wrong. I've got Shelby there playing as the deep line playmaker, and we've got Hayden playing as the ball-winning midfielder. Maxi there is playing on the inverted winger, so he can bomb up the top left-hand side and get in, cut inside. That's something he always does. We've got Willock there playing as the attacking midfielder, and then the big man up front in the advanced forward position, Wilson. At the back, we've got Lascelles and Fernandez. One thing that we did have an abundance with centre backs, we don't anymore. However, we do have Lascelles and Fernandez starting at the back. I'll probably be swapping them out quite a lot, like Steve Bruce does, because he doesn't really have a settled defensive pair. So I'll be looking to bring in Dummett or Shaw, also Kieran Clark. So what's happened is I went on holiday in good old Steve Bruce fashion and left me backroom staff to deal with everything. Since I've been away, as you can see, pre-season, standard, absolutely nothing there about it. One defeat to a team I've never heard of. Get a draw against Cheltenham, brilliant. 2-0 win there. Who scored in that game? Clark and Wilson, happy with that. Beat again away from home. Beat again away from home. And managed to win the final game 2-1. So we are now at the Watford game away. Always like to play away. Newcastle do on the first game of the season. Thankfully, this time it's not against the top 6 team. So let's crack on. So first game away at Watford. Should be a decent match. However, we do have Danny Rose in there and Sissoko, who are both ex-Newcastle players, so that might give them a little bit of an extra incentive. Team selection. So the team selection is in there. So we've got Clark, Fernandez, Lascelles, Murphy at right back, Richie left back, Shelby, Willock, Almiron, Maxi, Wilson. The keeper now is Woodman. One thing that I will let you know about is the players, how they're starting to develop partnerships. Expected with this back three because they've played quite a lot together. However, you can see in the middle here we're starting to get something, but the checkered line here suggests that because Almiron isn't used to playing in the role, he's finding it quite hard to link up with Shelby. Exactly the same with Maxi and Wilson. So that's the team. Let's go. Maggie, not fully fit, standard, expected. Freddie Woodman, let's give him a number, give him 30. Submit numbers. Here we go. So, there's the team sheet, there's the social media. The sales masterclass here, having a laugh, son. But here we go, dressing room. Bit of Bruce speak here. Right, lads, just go out there and impress us, you know. You don't have to win as long as you get a point. It's about points on the board. So he usually has, I'd say, his hands in his pockets. Not really that arsed. Just go out and enjoy yourselves, you know. Just go out and enjoy yourselves. Straight to the tunnel. Yeah, it's a special day. I just can't wait to get started. Points on the board. Even Football Manager knows about Bruce. Well, you know, I believe the team is developing well, so we'll go with that selection. Right, let's kick off. See what these speeds are like. Speed that up in there. So nothing really came from that first highlight. Like, I'm not expecting much to start off with, so we'll just keep it going, you know. Let that clock tick down. Highlight Danny Rose, passes on to Kuko. Cabaselli, back to Danny Rose, gets doing that left hand side. And away Richie, straight up the Wilson, excellent. Here we go, is it going to work? Oh, brilliant. Callum Wilson, exactly what I was trying to do. Work on the breakaway. The absolute peach of a ball there from Richie, as you can see. And Wilson's still got the work to do there, but he's so strong and he's dribbling. Absolutely does that defender there. Unbelievable. Who's that defender there? When I click on it, nah, it's not there. Brilliant goal. Happy with that. On the counter-attack, well, I was not expecting that on the first game of this save. Brilliant. Richie with a cross in, however. This could be good. I'm flabbergasted. Unbelievable. But probably is going to drop deep now, even further, part of the bus, because there's one thing that we don't do is try to attack for a second goal, but it's looking good here, you know. They're playing some decent football, getting forward, passing the ball around. So I like to see, try to attack them flanks. Just a shame that my computer is not up to standard, otherwise I'd have a better stream here. But hey, encouraging stuff. 4th in the league, we'll take it. We will take that already. Brilliant, as you can see here, bloody Arsenal 3-0 up until this is a game. So, yeah, encouraging. Very, very happy. One of the things that I was wanting to do was to get that ball on the counter-attack up to the main man himself, and exactly what Richie's done for us there. Brilliant. Well chuffed. Oh, there we go. Who got the cross in? Danny Rose with the assist. As always, predictable. Ball gets kicked, headed out there by Almiron. Not good enough. Straight to Danny Rose. 8 has a space, not even marked. Bang. Kucho attacking the far post. What can you do? Good header. Shit defending. Newcastle. Steve Bruce's Newcastle. Looks like we're just going to start playing the clock down there now to get to half time. I'm going to have to take Miggy off. He looks absolutely knackered. That doesn't look good. So yeah, even the dugout was saying let's get him off. So what we'll do at half time is we'll give him a good positive Steve Bruce team talk. In the dressing room. I mean, the stats pretty even, to be honest with you. However, lads, you are doing really well. My hands on my hips. I'm very, very happy with your performance. And there we're going. It just goes to show what happens behind the scenes. I'm very, very happy with what you're doing. 3 of me most influential players are demotivated straight away. Fernandes, my best centre-back. Shelvey, that anchor in the midfield who's trying to dictate the play. Willock, one of my main attacking focuses. Brilliant. Oh well, but you know, let's just go again. So I'm just going to get my tactics here now, and I am going to get shot of Miggy because she looks knackered, the poor thing. And do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring on Jeff Hendrick because that's the type of thing that Steve Bruce would do. Even though he's got decent other options, he's going to bring him on. So here we go. Second half, Watford 1, Newcastle 1. Let's see how the rest of the game plays out. Hendrick on the ball there, taking it past a few. Willock doing his thing, get into that byline, whip the ball in. Well cleared. And there it is. Is that the break? No. Lascelles. Oh, here we go. Another mistimed pass from Newcastle United centre-backs. And thankfully, that striker is not there at all. Highlights galore here, like, but never a good sign. But, you know, I'm actually quite happy with the way that the team's playing here because it's replicating kind of what I'm trying to do with this game. Steve Bruce's teams, they can attack, they can put a good shift in, but it just takes a lack of concentration and it's all over. Their heads drop, demotivated, you know what I mean? It's just one of them things, but it's looking quite real at this moment in time. So we're at 55 minutes in now. Stats again very much the same. 6 shots each. We've had 1 more on target. The XG for us is a lot higher. That's decent. Passes, yeah. Possession, that is definitely something that we do not keep well, is possession of the ball. But again, the aim of this game is to replicate the tactics and play it on the counter. That was some good play there by Maxi and Callum. Shame he didn't finish it, but he can keep doing it. He can keep doing this on this save because that's the way that this team is set up. And they are dangerous. We do have a dangerous attack. Not for against the top teams, like, but you know, the teams that are around our ability, we can be there if we get everything right. So I will start and bring the substitutions in because it's something that Steve Bruce does them quite late on. So what I'm going to do is probably let's switch the formation. Actually, let's go to his formation when he's trying to get something out of the game. So we're going Maxi go there. We'll take Hendrick, put him on the right. Or should I? Fernandes, if he bring on Fraser. I can't really take off. Wait, we'll get Willock in there. Hendrick. We'll take Fernandes off. Ryan Fraser on the right hand side, and then we will put Jamal Lewis on the left. Team talk, hands in the pockets. Go and enjoy yourself, son. Confirm. There we go. Ooh, defensive mentality. Let's go with a positive. Let's see if we can get something out of this game. Because obviously I don't want us to finish bottom of the league. I want us to try and do something. So we've changed to the 4-4-2 formation. Possibly a little bit better structured. Fraser with that lovely ball through to Wilson. There's the old Bournemouth connection right there. However, didn't pay off. I wish we did have that connection with the pair of them. I wish he'd played Fraser on the wide hand on the wide of the pitch, getting them balls into to Callum Wilson, because they were electric together at Bournemouth a couple of years ago. However, it looks like it's going to be a drab 1-1 draw between the two teams. To be honest with you, I'm happy with the 1-1 draw. I even sound like Steve Bruce now. Away from home, first game of the season. Not a bad team, even though they have just came up. But here we go. Oh no, here we're gone. So that's the full-time whistle. Happy with that. Not too bad. Let's get in the dressing room. I'm happy with your performance, lads. Again, demotivated, quality. Media reaction, probably result calling for Steve Bruce to get a new contract because he's worked wonders with the club. He doesn't deserve all of the toxicity around him, because that's the way that the media is based. But we, as Newcastle United fans and actual football fans, realise that 7 wins out of 34 games is not acceptable. So, there we have it. Final game. Let's get in the tunnel. Look at his little face. Yeah, I think we just about edged it there. Yeah. Well, I thought he played well. So that concludes the video for today. Newcastle 1-1 away at Watford. I'm pretty happy with that. Thank you very much for watching the video. I know it's been a long one. The other ones that are coming up won't be as long. But if you've liked it, please like, please subscribe. Any comments, feedback, negativity, please put them in the comments box. Thank you very much. You've been watching Tactical Systems Football Manager.